Alan, let's talk about another film you and I saw together.
Kind of.
Called Together. This stars Dave Franco and Allison Brie as a couple. They've, they got together when they were 25. They're now 35, not married. But Allison's character does propose, and he kind of hesitates. So they play a couple, Tim and Millie. They're moving from the city into the country where Millie is becoming a teacher. Tim still has dreams of being a rock star, playing in bands, and the two are, and he hasn't given up on his dream, though he's had little success. And he's kind of hesitant about moving, into the countryside, kind of remote from out of the city. They get in a lovely place. She's a school teacher, and they're trying to adjust to this new life. When on a late night hike together, they fall down a hole and discover this sort of a bunch of water,
a spring, underground
spring that's collected, which Tim's character drinks from, and creepy, weird things begin to happen on the level of body horror. His body is not completely under his control. He becomes obsessed with Millie. Maybe it's not such a bad thing. It's reignited their relationship, aroused something deep within him to reignite their romance. And I don't want to get too much into it, but Millie ends up also having the water, and things begin to happen that neither can explain. So first, starting with bizarre dreams that they are melding together, that the two come together as one and complete each other in an emotional sense. Of course, in romance, in a romantic relationship, that happens. But now it begins to manifest quite literally when their skin melds together. And they have to
69.
They have to do things that are unthinkable to detach. I won't go into the gory aspects of the movie. I honestly looked away several times. This is a gory body horror film on the level of Cronenberg, or even as aspects of In the Dream Realm, David Lynch. I love those inspirations. I love the fact it's not just about the body horror. There are emotional things at play here about commitment, about codependency, and I do think the ending, which I won't give away, obviously, it was a little too much of a wink or felt like a Black Mirror episode, but in the end, I really enjoyed this film. It stuck with me, so to speak. So I recommend it. It's one of the best horror films of the year that I've seen so far. And I know this because I've seen a lot of them, and I'll tell you about a bad one later, but I really enjoyed this. Not for everyone. Let me just a warning, not for everyone. There is gory stuff in this that if you are not into horror, I turned away a couple times from the screen. But I give this a strong recommend. One of the best horror films of the year. I like a simple story. This couple, Allison Brie and Dave Franco, real life married couple. No surprise.
They have chemistry.
There's chemistry. And I've always loved Dave Franco. I mean, I've always liked him. I mean, he's in The Disaster Artist. I like him. So strong recommend. Alan, what did you think? Because you don't normally see horror.
Yeah, you said it. This is not for everybody, and I've said it many times. Not into horror, and so when I walked out midway through,
no, you saw the whole thing.
No, I didn't see the whole thing. No, okay. This should be a testament to how good this movie is. The anxiety levels it built up in me were so strong, I had to walk out of this movie.
Really?
And so because body horror, with the exception of The Substance, which has a lot of body horror in it, that's not my thing. And you say you couldn't watch certain scenes. Yeah, that's me. I can't. And so, but I will say, to the point that I walked out, it was, I mean, they were doing their job. They were building that anxiety, that tension. I liked the spring because it was like a wet sphincter, the way they built that thing. And
I thought it looked more like a vagina, to be honest.
no, I think it was more of a sphincter than a vagina, because it goes right into a singular tiny hole. But yeah. So look, I didn't finish it. I can't judge the movie. From what I saw, it was very effective, to the point where, I walked out because I'm like, no, this is not my thing.
When did you walk out? I want to know when.
When did I? Not too long after they woke up from the cave.
Wow. You kind of saw where it was going.
Yeah, I did. And I'm like, it's late. I have things to do, and I just know that I'm going to be tortured for the next hour if I stay here. And so
I will say this, having seen a lot of horror films recently. I mean, I've always watching horror. This director, Michael Shanks, very purposeful. Tone is a big part of it. He nailed it. Love the sort of David Lynch and David Cronenberg inspired aspects of it. If you can get to the end, you would have loved it, Alan, the way it ended.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. I understood the subtext and the themes going in, but the ride I would have to go through to get there is not the one I want to go on. And I think it should be the highest compliment to this movie that I walked out of it.
Okay.
It did its job.
Strong recommend from me. Alan walked out. You do you. You make your own choice, but I'm telling you, the horror films I've seen this year, this is the best.
Yeah.